The same Peter Obi we managed to blackmail turned around and became the candidate, Dr. Katch Ononuju says. Is this a confession or what? I know that they tried to blackmail Peter Obi prior to the 2023 general election, and they are still blackmailing him up till now to be sure that by 2027 he's going to be relevant. But the more they blackmail him, the more the man gets stronger and tougher. So I don't know how they're going to do that, because I think the major threat they're having now is Peter Obi, not even Labour Party, it's Peter Obi. APC and PDP are having restless night, especially APC, and are doing everything directly and indirectly to wreck Labour Party and to wreck Peter Obi, but it's not working. I'm sure people like Reno Mokri, Dija Deyanju, and some other people are there to destroy Peter Obi, but it's not working. The whole Labour Party saga is to destroy Peter Obi, but it's still not working. So let's get into this detail and see what Katch Ononuju is trying to say. Dr. Katch Ononuju, a political strategist, has proposed that Omar Damagun, the PDP's acting chairman, should leave office so that the North Central may select a candidate to succeed Iyorchia Ayu. Abi. So in PDP, they tried to frustrate and do blackmail Peter Obi, but he ended up becoming a candidate in another political party and contested very heavily. It's not a joke. So he recommended that once this is achieved, the party can then have a post-mortem meeting to talk about why they did not do well in 2023 general election, which they lost to the APC. Okay, he said that the North members' refusal to accept the inclusionary tool known as zoning was one of the reasons the PDP fell apart in the 2023 general election. He made it clear evident that the reason for this problem was Atiku Abubakar's insistence on seeking the presidency without offering the South a chance. So according to Dr. Katch Ononuju, he had the guts and the influence to leave the party in order to advocate for the youth movement, which actually resulted in Peter Obi being nominated for president. Yes. So speaking to Arise Television, he stated, "I had the courage and the clout to say I am going to represent the emotional interest of the people from where I come from. This is why I got on the street and started doing that youth movement. Nobody gave us a chance. They said it was 7 to 8 months, but we continued." So at the beginning, Peter Obi himself, to be honest, came to beg me to stop, but I said no. If you don't have the clout to get angry and do something, I will. So it was very good that later on, it was the same Peter Obi who we managed to blackmail to turn around and become the candidate. You can watch the video. Okay. So what is man trying to say now? I know they frustrated Peter Obi out of PDP because of Atiku's greed to become president. Okay. And now he got to Labour Party, and then the whole, brought life to Labour Party, and Peter Obi became the presidential candidate of Labour Party and became very popular to a point that he broke the vote of both PDP and APC. So Katch is saying here that the same Peter Obi that they tried to blackmail and frustrate in PDP turned out to be a presidential candidate in another party. And he did very well because it was just 8 months to go. Okay, so this one now, let's get into the, what do they call it? There's some comments here. Somebody saying obedience are waiting for 2027. Not be joke. It is good to hear the honest truth from someone like you. You have said the minds of millions of the youths in Nigeria. Exactly. Better apologize for the Igbo mistake of 1966. My friend, go and sleep. What Igbo of 1966? Is that the reason that the whole Nigeria have come together against the Igbos from becoming the president? That is, I think that is living in, I don't know how to put it, living in the past. You sound so idiotic. You must apologize for the millions that died in the war. Foolish and egregious. Can you imagine? So they are talking about who? I am sure you are using a fake name. You are not an Igbo man. So Igbo were massacred and pushed to war. So who do you apologize to? I'm smart, Are you sure you don't need corrective surgery of your brain? Some people cannot just make comment without insulting each other. It's just a very bad one. Somebody is telling Ononuju here, you are not supposed to be granted any interview on any television because you are a blackmailer. You feed yourself and families, dress yourself money from blackmail. Shame on you. Okay? Be the lucky person who win. No, that's not what we're talking about. Labour Party was nothing and nowhere until Peter Obi came. But you can lie that you were managing him. If Peter Obi turned on to NNPP or NPP, that's the end of Labour Party because he came, you had nothing. Wow. So the thing here is that Peter Obi actually brought life to Labour Party. And if he leaves Labour Party will die. So Katch Ononuju here, on one hand, is saying that he managed Peter Obi. How did he manage Peter Obi? By raising a youth movement. And even Peter Obi was begging him not to be involved in that youth movement. But later on, the youth movement worked. I'm sure Katch Ononuju is also trying to tap from the grace that is upon Peter Obi, because somebody made a statement that Peter Obi is a kind of grace shared by all. Almost everybody is tapping from that grace. You want to be popular, you want to be known, you want to be famous, just carry Peter Obi into your comment, carry Peter Obi into your life, and then you become popular overnight. So Katch Ononuju need to sit up, because I don't even know where he belongs. Is he in PDP or is he in Labour Party? Did you stay in PDP to manage Peter Obi, or you came to Labour Party to manage Peter Obi? Or all the people that contributed to Peter Obi's campaign in 2023, Peter Obi did not give them money. They did that on their own volition. They did that on self-sacrifice. So don't talk as if you are the only person that managed Peter Obi, or you are the key person that managed Peter Obi, because I don't think that is true. What if Peter Obi come out now and say it's on part of the story and it's at variance with what you are saying? What will happen? That is it. What will happen? So whatever Katch Ononuju is saying here, I see them like Nigerian politicians, and they want to belong to wherever the tide is going so they can remain relevant. That's what I see there. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.